We drop in to see pest controller Rob Collins at the end of a busy day for him. Rob explains the farmer's problem here.
Well, yeah, what more can you say? I mean, look how bare this piece of ground is. As I walked this field off this afternoon, there's probably 600 to 800 birds out here. I mean, if you look either side of where we're stood, you've got 6 to 8 inches high. What have we got here? Stripped bare and barely, you know, maybe, I don't know, 2 inches at the most.
800 birds on this piece.
Just this small piece, yeah.
Rob's already put up his hide and set up his decoys.
With the rotary machines, I think if you use them too much, it can scare as many birds away as it brings in. So that's why one of the reasons why I don't like to use them too often.
Okay.
And you know.
But Rob's not just interested in looking after his farmers. He has a wider aim. As we wait for the last pigeons to fly in, he explains.
And the more kids I get out here and teach them about shooting. And pigeon shooting I use as a fundamental base before we move on to any other type of shooting, from wildfowling to air rifle to stalking to lamping to all sorts of different things.
So you take them on all those things as well?
Everything, everything in the club, the kids are welcome on.
This is a paradise.
The pigeons provide frequent interruptions. While we're with Rob, the pigeon's behaviour changes from coming into decoys to coming into roost.
There you go, got a one with his landing gear down. Would you like it, Charlie, or me? Problem kids. Kids that people say, oh, he's no good. There's never a bad kid. It's just a bad start. One lad, father in prison. We've got some birds dropping across this way. They're high, they're not going to decoy yet. They may come back. Father went to prison. Mother, well, left a lot to be desired for. And again, I saw a bright spark in the lad. He was classed as a wrong 'un. He's now got his own dogs, his own guns. He's 23, 4 now. I had him from about the age of 13, 14. And the other day, he gave me a lovely present. And he said, thank you very much, you saved my life. I would have been in prison if it weren't for you. And yeah, he gave me a wonderful gift the other day of a tankard.
Lovely. Yeah.
And, you know, he just said just to rob on it. That's, you know, but what more could you say, you know?
That's really special.
You know, that was it. So that won't be getting drunk out of. Let's put somewhere safe.
No,
special.
Yeah. Around.
Look at this lot above the wood. Yep. Swirling and circling.
Yeah.
I think they're seeing you, Charlie. I think we need to. What we need to do is, when they come round, is keep a bit lower.
Okay.
And I think what I'll do is chuck that jacket on. Generally, I only agree with only one person at a time shooting in the hide. The other gun should be in the slip.
Yeah.
Generally, in terms, it's due to people getting excited and the flock of pigeons coming in, both people jumping up, opening fire. Sure. And that becomes a problem.
Well, have you ever heard of an accident?
I've heard of them, I've never seen them. Generally, you know, if I've got a young shot on the hide or an inexperienced gun, I wouldn't have a gun in my hand anyway. I would be teaching. When I'm stood there with 2 experienced shots, and the hide etiquette is, like I said to you, you take the first birds coming in. Yep. When you took your shot, your gun was already empty. Yep. I swung and took the second bird going away. Yep. You know, there was no danger. Your gun was this way, mine was this way.
That's right.
Yep. Again, that's an experienced shot. That's not something I recommend to inexperienced shots or youngsters.
No.
Again, when I'm teaching, I only have one gun out of the hide, out of the slip at a time.
But it is a sociable thing, isn't it, hide, you know?
I mean, there's nothing more lonely than sitting in the hide, you know, especially when the pigeons aren't playing ball. Yes. And you're on your own. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's a place for reflection and, you know, a way to look at your life or just get some inner peace or whatever. But there's nothing like shooting with your best mate or shooting with your dad, or in my case, shooting with my dad, my granddad, my kids, whatever, you know? Yeah. He's been shot at before, that fella.
He knows all about it. There's a few right on the other end of the field just having a scoot around, aren't there?
Yeah, there's 3 or 4. Like I say, they're spreading down towards that copsewood at the bottom.
Yeah. Good.
Fetch him on!
He's shot a few, made a small dent in the farmer's pigeon problem, but above all, he is achieving his mission of providing sport for kids in this part of the West Country, south of Bristol.